In this video I will make a small wooden board using some scrap. I made it before I had my homemade table saw and my homemade jointer, so I had to improvise some techniques to make it, but the result was better than what I expected. I measure and I cut the planks to the size I need. To cut faster, I can cut with the bow saw. I arrange the pieces so that the grain pattern alternates from concave to convex. Before I glue the planks, I try to adjust the edges using a rasp. As I mentioned before, I made this before I had my homemade jointer. I take two pieces and I put them the way you can see in the video. I rasp the edges, trying to make them fit the better I can. The better the edges fit, the less I will see the glue in the joint once the glue dries. I put together the edges with carpenter's glue and dowels. Before I drill to insert the dowels, I use some small nails to align the marks. I cut the nail's head with pliers. I draw a triangle to make sure I put all the pieces in order when I glue them. If I don't have a drill press or a depth stop to use with my drill bit, I can use some tape to keep an eye on the depth of the hole I am drilling. I push the drill gently. I stop and push again. The drill goes from hard grain to soft grain. If I push hard and continuously, I will make a hole deeper than needed. That is because when the drill bit passes the hard grain and it begins to drill the soft grain, it suddenly begins to cut very easy and fast. Then I cannot hold the drill, and it will make a deeper hole. I pour the glue, and I spread it with a paintbrush. I use my wooden clamps to clamp the pieces while the glue dries. I use the metal clamps to prevent the block movement. I put some newspaper strips between the board and the clamps, so that the surplus glue doesn't stick them. I turn the threaded bars to tighten the board. With some metal clamps and some wooden bars, I tighten my board against the wooden clamps to make sure that the board is as flat as possible. Once the glue dries, I remove the excess of glue and I sand the board. With a belt sander, I obtain a nice final result. It was the first time I used this machine. It is amazing the amount of sawdust it removes and how it catches the board. I must use some force to hold it. You can see how it moves the table. I begin sanding perpendicular to the joints to flush them. I finish sanding in the grain direction. Now I only have to cut the board to the size I need to use it in my woodworking project, the stool. I cannot cut the 3 cm thick wood with my saw, not in a 35 cm long cut. I cut first half the thick, and then I cut all the depth. Not bad. It is better than I thought. Next time I should keep in mind the grain pattern in the surface of the board. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you can find all my woodworking and DIY videos in my channel. And remember that if you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel.